Hi, this video is for you if you are dealing with emotions like anger, irritation, frustration, rage, or even self-doubt. These emotions, while completely human, all humans have them, they're universal. They can get stuck in our nervous system when in the moment we don't have an opportunity to feel them and express them. And we in the West here, we live in a society where we really don't honor expressing our feelings when they are negative. We're all about having these high vibes and positive feelings and all the love and joy and happiness, but we don't honor the very, very human feelings of not having our needs met that can sometimes show up as frustration and anger. And these feelings, all of them, are completely human, but because we don't have a natural way or more of an accepted way to express them, it can lead to some repression and suppression of emotions that can eventually lead to more chronic ailments like autoimmune disorders and chronic pain. And so anger specifically is a completely healthy response to our boundaries being violated. But if we don't feel that in the moment, we don't push back when our boundaries are being crossed to say, hey, this is my space, I don't want you here, or whatever that looks like for you, then that anger can get stuck in our nervous systems and then show up seemingly randomly in other moments when we are feeling that same kind of trigger of us being pushed around. So in this tapping video, I'm going to lead you through a short exercise in tuning into that feeling of anger or frustration or irritation in the body and letting it go with a technique called EFT tapping. And I'm a clinical EFT practitioner, so the EFT that I offer is a little bit different than some types of tapping you may have seen before. And this is because this is a series of tools that help to really regulate the nervous system by acknowledging the feelings and the emotions that are here in this moment that aren't necessarily here to help you in this time right now. So these are those kinds of repressed feelings that then show up that we can feel when we tune into the feeling in the body. So right now, as you are watching this video, you're thinking about anger, notice where you feel that feeling in your body. And if you're not quite there, but you still want to express some unresolved anger, thinking about a time where you know your boundaries were violated. A time when you wanted to push back and say, hey, that's not okay, but maybe you were in a situation that didn't feel safe to do that. Maybe you were around other people, or maybe you were too young to have the discernment of knowing that it is okay for you to express your boundaries without feeling like there was anything at stake, like anyone would leave or that you would face some kind of harsh consequence to expressing yourself. So thinking about that feeling of when your boundaries are violated and noticing where that places in your body. And if you want, you can pause right now to give yourself a few minutes to maybe bring up an event that's happened before with you and to notice where your feeling is when you think about that event. Okay, so you have that feeling in your body. Notice where it is, maybe closing your eyes for a moment and giving it a score on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being you don't feel it at all and 10 being the most intense. So giving that location and score some note here, noticing it. And so we move through these points together, following along with me. You can here say whatever feels true to you. So if what I'm saying, the script that I'm offering, doesn't feel resonant with you right now, you're welcome to say whatever does feel true to you. That is the most important piece here in EFT tapping, is to speak what does feel true to you. The points are helpful, but if you skip one or you don't get it quite right, that's okay. We're just going for the general here and allowing ourselves to be present with the feelings. Don't worry about what it looks like or the how. Just know that if you're trusting your intuition right now, you're going to be doing just fine. So we're going to start tapping on the outside of the hand underneath the pinky crease, noticing that location, again, of anger, of irritation, frustration, that lower energy, that destructive emotion that's hanging out in your body. And finding that score, how intense it feels right now. Maybe it's at a 5 or a 6, or maybe it's lower than that, or 3 or 4. Maybe it's higher, 7 or 8. Wherever it's at, wherever you're feeling it, is perfect. This is how we release together. So taking a deep breath, inhaling through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Even though I feel this anger in my body, I know right now I'm safe. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel anger in my body, and maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe I just haven't had a way to express it yet. Right now I'm giving myself compassion anyway. And I deeply and completely accept myself as I am. Even though I feel this anger in my body. And maybe it's been there since a very specific time. Or maybe not. Either way, this is what it feels like right now to deal with anger. I'm honoring how I feel. And I'm choosing to see that anger is a healthy emotion. The only thing toxic about it is when I don't let it out. And right now I'm choosing to let it out. And I love and accept myself as I am. Crown of the head. This anger in my body. Beginning of the eyebrows. This anger that's been in my nervous system. Side of the eye. This anger in my body. Underneath the eyes. Anger is human to feel. Underneath the nose. And right now, I get to deal with my emotions. Underneath the lip. This anger in my body. This anger that says no. Collarbone points. This anger that tells me my boundaries have been violated. Underneath the arm. This anger that wants to push back. Tops of the ribs. This anger that says no more. Crown of the head. It is safe for me to feel this anger right now. Beginning of the eyebrows. It is healthy for me to feel this anger right now. Side of the eye. Even though this feeling in my body is so intense, I don't know if I should let it out. Underneath the eyes. But I know that letting it out is how I can clear this feeling from my body. Underneath the nose. And I deserve to feel good. Underneath the lip. I deserve to take care of my emotional health. Collarbone points. I deserve to express this anger. Underneath the arm. This is how I get to take care of my nervous system. Liver points. This is how I release old energy from my body. Crown of the head. Maybe this anger's been with me for a long time. Beginning of the eyebrows. But right now, I'm taking care of my nervous system anyway. Side of the eye. I'm learning to release old energy from my body. Underneath the eyes. And I know if I just release 1% of this anger, I will have done enough. Underneath the nose. I know that I am enough. Underneath the lip. And I'm on a self-healing journey. But I'm in no rush to be done yet. Collarbone points. I get to take care of myself right now. And tomorrow I get to keep taking care of myself. Underneath the arm. I know there is no rush. There's no urgency here. I get to heal on my own time. Liver points. Because I deserve to feel good. And that means releasing the energy that isn't here to help me anymore. This old energy of anger. Thank you for being here. I release you now. Sides of the hands together. Even though I've been holding on to this feeling of anger for a long time, I know I deserve to take care of myself anyway. And I have compassion for myself right now. Even though I've been carrying this anger in my nervous system for a long time, I'm giving myself permission to learn how to take care of myself anyway. And I love and accept myself right now. Even though I feel this anger in my body. And maybe at some point it would have been useful. But now it's expired. And I'm choosing to throw it out with love. I don't need this anger anymore. I'm choosing myself instead. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself right now. All right, release your hands, close your eyes for a moment. Maybe take the hands on the heart if that feels okay. Taking a big breath through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. I'm pausing here for a moment. Just acknowledging what it feels like to be here after a round of tapping. Anger is a healthy emotion. It helps us express our boundaries. The only thing toxic about it is when we don't let it out and it ends up living in our nervous systems, using up our body's resources, our energy, and without actually helping us. So right now, you got to take this 10-15 minutes for yourself to regulate your nervous system. That's just a fancy way of saying calming down. You got to calm your energy down by speaking to your body through vibration, by tapping. This way you signal to your body that you are safe, even if you were in fight or flight. You got to tell your body that right now it is safe to be here. It's safe to move from that stressed state of fight or flight and to stay in play, rest and digest mode, where you can be present here in the moment. But this is a practice that takes time. And right now you got to release some energy from your nervous system. But you and I both know there's still more there. But I want you to know that you doing this practice right now is enough. You are enough. It is a big deal to take care of yourself. Thank you for choosing to show up for yourself right now. Thank you for adding your intention to feel good to the collective. Let's take one more breath together, in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And blinking the eyes open. It's 2:22. Probably not where you are, but that's what I saw on my timepiece, and that to me is a signal that the universe is working in my favor. The universe is working in our favor. So thank you for being a part of this magic. It is not easy to learn to take care of our nervous systems. It's not easy to have a practice for feeling your feelings in a society that does not honor our emotions. We live here in the West in a culture that tells us to keep going no matter what. Keep pushing, keep paddling upstream, even when we're tired, even when things have happened, when our boundaries have been violated, and we need a break. We need a moment to get out of the rat race, to get off of the healing hamster wheel and just be here. So thank you for taking this 10-15 minutes to be here now. If you want to go deeper, if you remembered a time, a moment, some kind of emotion that you haven't expressed yet, and you want to release that with a guide, I would love to be that guide for you. I've put my links in the description below, and you have a way now to reach out to me if you would like some support in your own healing process. Because while you can absolutely watch this video again and again and again, you don't need to do this journey, this healing practice on your own. In fact, as humans, feeling connected to another human, to a community, is a really important piece of our healing journeys. So I'd love to offer that to you if you're looking for connection, either with me one-on-one or with my group tapping community Energy Mastery Club. I would love to be a resource for you, because we are on this planet together in the collective, and your energy, your emotional wellness is so important. I want to help you feel good, and I know that we can do that together. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for dealing with an uncomfortable emotion that really is not a welcome one in our society, especially for women. But you did it anyway. You showed up, and that's a big deal. You're a big deal. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.